at the end of days. The first sign shall appear in the heavens. Justice shall fall upon the world of men. The armies of light and shadow will clash across the fields of eternity. Are you all right, my girl?
It was nothing, Uncle. Just a bad dream. We should be getting you home.
But there's still work to be done. If these translations are correct, the powers of hell could already be on the move. The world must be told of the coming darkness. You do believe me, don't you, Leah? It has begun.
Leave it, Uncle! It's not important!
Since my youth, I have been told that I was special. A prodigy of vast potential. I came to the Ishari Sanctum, seeking what knowledge I could glean from the Masters. But I found them fearful of the truth. I would learn nothing from them. The old books, the prophecies they contained, showed me all that might come to pass, and all that I might become. Then, a star fell from the heavens, the sign that my moment had come. I will go west to Tristram, to stop the darkness that the star portends, and fulfill the destiny that beckons me.
This place reeks of the dead. The fallen star must be near.
So to provide some insights for you guys, the items we're rocking were obtained during my first campaign run with this character, so everything we have is relevant to Torment difficulty.
Prophecy sent me in search of the star that fell on this land.
It fell on the old cathedral. There was only one survivor, Leah. You should speak with her.
Captain Rumford, more dead are coming.
We can't open the gates until we drive them back.
They keep coming.
My power grows.
I've never seen anyone fight like that before. Guards, open the gates. You'll find Leah at the slaughtered calf.
So our Paragon level is 134 and all of my points have been going into attack speed, intelligence, movement speed, resist all, and area damage.
Are you Leah? Rumford said you survived the fallen star.
I did, but it blasted my uncle Deckard Cain into the depths of the old cathedral. I tried to search for him,
but the dead were already rising. I came back here to rally the militia, but... Watch out! The wounded are turning!
This is killing business.
The dead will overwhelm us all, unless something is done.
I will make certain that doesn't happen. Your town is safe.
Thank you. You should speak with Captain Rumford at the gate. He can tell you what to do. We've been under siege for 6 days now. Uncle Deckard is still missing. Captain Rumford and the others are losing hope. I tell them not to lose faith, but if help doesn't arrive soon...
What can I do to help you fight the risen dead?
I admire your courage, but Captain Dalton and the militia were slaughtered by those things. Only I survived.
Thanks for the warning, but I won't be dying today.
Well, I have seen you fight. Strike at the wretched mothers and their queen. They're the ones vomiting out these horrors.
They're attacking the barricades!
That's one of the wretched mothers. There are more of them in the ruins down the road.
I, Deckard Cain, have spent many years traveling and writing about the strange creatures in our world. But the sight of the wretched mothers still haunts me. They are the remnants of Queen Asilla's slaughtered handmaidens who were twisted by foul magic. Now they feast upon cadavers and regurgitate them as newly formed, risen dead.
If anyone's curious about the ads, by the way, these are obtained by a pair of rings. One ring spawns a treasure goblin who goes around picking up normal items. Once he's picked up 16, he'll then give us a rare item, with the chance of it being legendary. And the other ring gives us up to 4 fallen lunatics, which spawn every 11 seconds, which can then suicide on enemies, doing a rather ridiculous amount of damage. As far as abilities go, I am rocking Disintegrate with the Convergence rune, which increases the width of the beam and converts to fire damage, which will be our primary source of DPS for this build, and is bound to the right click. Electrocute with the Surge of Power rune will be my left click, and is essentially a Chain Lightning skill that provides me with a strong form of mana or arcane power regen. My Q will be bound to Teleport with the Wormhole rune to allow me to cast twice in quick succession to help us get around the map quickly and effectively, and will also be our dodge mechanic. Mammoth Hydra will be bound to space and provides a huge amount of added DPS, and is especially strong versus bosses and stronger opponents. Familiar will be bound to E and will provide passive DPS, and with the Arcanaut rune will also provide passive arcane power regeneration, which is perfect for this build since we will rely heavily on our arcane power resource to provide the significant DPS we need to roll through these level 70 Torment mobs. F will be bound to Black Hole, which is perfect against large mobs, as it will pull them together for an easy Disintegrate combo. We will also be rolling with the Spell Steel rune to reduce enemy damage and increase our own. As far as passives go, we're going to be using Power Hungry, which increases our DPS to enemies 30 yards away and beyond by 30%, Audacity, which increases our damage by 30% to enemies inside 15 yards, an Unstable Anomaly, which will give us 400% max health shield if we receive fatal damage once per minute, and finally Glass Cannon, which increases all damage dealt by 15% whilst reducing our armor and resistance by 10%.
At least for now.
Ooh, hello Poppet, a cheeky little amulet. Now we're talking. A set piece, no less.
Diablo himself once walked this place.
Nice. We're heading back to town now, so perfect timing to ID it. See if it's any good.
Thank you for your help, but could you talk some sense into Leah? She won't give up on the idea of rescuing her uncle.
Nor should she. I will help her find him. Come, let us search for your uncle.
We'll need to open the cathedral first. The guards locked it up before they were ambushed. Rumford told me they fought their way back to Adria's hut. The key must still be there.
Alright, let's check out this amulet, see if it's any good. Should be, it's a set piece, so here's hoping. Oh, damn! 18,000 life per hit. Nice. Well, that's just increased my survivability by a massive amount. Lovely.
Here, let me open the gate. Adria was my mother, but I don't know much about her. She died when I was very young. I was raised by Uncle Deckard.
What about your father?
I'm told he was a great warrior who was lost when Tristram fell to the demons. Look! A hidden cellar! Follow me!
I think there was more to your mother than you know.
People said she was a witch, but I never believed it.
Not ready yet.
Here's the key, and my mother's journal. What I've seen of it is disturbing. I want to know more about her, but that can wait. We need to save Uncle Deckard first.
I will search the cathedral. You stay here and learn what you can.
Thank you.
Aiden came to me last night. I suspected what was lurking within his troubled heart. I consoled him as best I could. Regardless, wherever he's headed, hell will surely follow in his wake. The shadows close in on Tristram once again. But like Aiden, I'll be gone before they fall.
So this is Tristram Cathedral. The fallen star is somewhere inside. This must be where the star fell. Its crater is tinged with some strange magic.
We have come at last to Tristram's old cathedral. This is where Diablo, Lord of Terror, first corrupted mankind. This is where I may finally find the answers I seek. Leah worries after my safety, but I believe information vital to defeating the last lords of the burning hells can be found here.
A miracle has happened. A hero, like one out of Uncle Deckard's tales, appeared and saved us. I know in my heart that my uncle still lives, and I pray that the hero will bring him home safely.
Foul minions, stay back! Back! May this ledge hold. The Skeleton King.
The power of the fallen star awakened me, and soon all will suffer as I have suffered. Gods, bring me his bones!
Kane, I will save you!
Back to your graves! Oh, thank you. But why did you risk yourself for me?
You live. Fortune smiles on you, old man. I'm here to bring you back to Leah.
Oh, it is wonderful to hear that Leah is well. I feared the worst. I learned of this secret. We must discuss the fall.
I have fulfilled my promise to Leah and rescued her uncle, Deckard Cain. Now, all that stands between me and the fallen star is the Skeleton King, who has returned to darken Tristram once again.
Uncle, you're alive!
Thanks to you and your friend here.
Our time is running short. What can you tell me about the fallen star?
Not much, I'm afraid, though the prophecy of the end days surely points to it as a sign that the end has begun.
Please, Uncle, not more of your stories. All that matters now is that you're back.
The Skeleton King was once our beloved lord, Leoric. He was driven mad by Diablo's evil. He lost both of his sons and his very soul before he was finally defeated. Now it seems he's risen to plague this land once again.
Leoric's tale is sad, but I am here to find the fallen star, and the Skeleton King stands in my way.
The key to defeating him lies in his old crown. Seek out our blacksmith, Hadrig. He knows of its whereabouts.
I have some new items that I'm certain you'll love.
Did you hear? Old Rumford has us down to half rations.
Blacksmith, Deckard Cain said you could help me find the crown of Leoric.
Not now. It's my wife. She's locked in the cellar like all those who've been bitten. I'm to put them all down. But how can I kill my own wife?
I know it will be difficult, but she would want you to do it. I will help you.
Thank you. Follow me. Friends, I'm sorry.
You are helping them. You don't need to be sorry.
Mira, my love, forgive me.
Hadrig, help me.
I couldn't have done this without you. I'm in your debt. My name is Hadrig Aemon.
Well, Hadrig, Deckard Cain told me you know where Leoric's crown is.
I can help you there. It's buried with his Chancellor, my grandfather. You'll find his tomb in a cemetery in the Weeping Hollow. And if you see my fool apprentice out there, tell him to get back to town.
My dearest Hadrig, do not feel despair, my love. You did everything you could. Our time together meant more than words can say. But in the end, fate is a cruel mistress. Your strength is needed to end the horrors that beset this world. My final wish is that you find your path. Love always. Mira.
Didn't see that coming, did you?
The grotesques may seem slow and senseless, but they hide many dangers within their hideously malformed bodies. A set of spikes lurks beneath the monster's flesh, and foul parasites nest within them. It is said that these horrors themselves are constructed by a greater evil, a darkness that I cannot even fathom.
Need more time.
Well, boys, I promised lore, and lore you shall have, with the promise of plenty more to follow. Whilst we are burning our way through the dead, we are headed north towards the Cemetery of the Forsaken to obtain Leoric's crown so that Hadrig can reforge it.
Me?
Once reforged, we can reanimate the Skeleton King and destroy him once and for all.
Didn't see that coming, did you?
I will never forget the first time I saw these horrors shambling out of the misty woods. Our loved ones, buried long ago, rose from their graves and began to attack the living. However, the risen dead were only the beginning.
When King Leoric came to court, he brought many nobles with him, and nobles, oddly enough, want noble crypts. So I showed up with my shovel, thinking to make easy profit by digging a few holes. Ha! There's no stopping their demands around here. Now, I eat, sleep, and breathe dirt, it seems.
So as far as item drops go, unless I'm seeing any legendaries or set pieces, I'm mostly just leaving them. I already have a ridiculous amount of like blacksmith resources, so I don't really need to spend time picking up the items on the floor. And to be honest, the treasure goblin will be picking up most of the loot anyway. But it's legendaries I'm really looking for. If I see any, they'll probably be picked up, even if it's not for this particular character.
I'm just warming
Could be useful on one of my other ones. My goal, by the way, is to cover all of the 7 classes eventually. We're obviously starting with a sorcerer or wizard, mostly because it's quite a
Still waiting.
fun and straightforward class that doesn't really require items that much. So we can use this run to farm any good drops for the other characters. That's if we come across them, of course. If we don't, then no bother.
This looks like a crypt fit for a chancellor. The crown must be here. Need more time.
The amount of damage I do is actually ridiculous. And as much as I've experimented with builds, this is definitely the one that seems to be the most effective.
No, I will not allow you to bring that monster Leoric back to this world.
You make it sound like you've got a choice in the matter, pal. Oh, how wrong you are. Yoink.
I am returning to town.
You found the crown. Truth be told, I didn't think you'd make it back alive. Ah, it needs repair. Should be no problem. It's good to work again. There. New as the day it was placed upon the Black King's head. I need something more than making spades to occupy my mind. I want my life to mean something.
Then help me. I will use your handiwork for great things. I have the crown. How do I reach the Skeleton King?
At last. With it, you can unlock the sealed door in the room where you rescued me and enter the royal crypts. When you find the Skeleton King, place the crown atop his head and destroy him.
The Skeleton King dies today. I must find the fallen star.
Uncle Deckard is home, rescued from the clutches of the Skeleton King. I'm so glad. But the Skeleton King, I thought he was a folktale. The idea of Mad King Leoric returning to torture this place. Hasn't Tristram suffered enough?
I wish that Leia could live a different life, a more normal life. But alas, such is not her fate. When I pass, there is none but her to continue my work, and the future of this world hangs in the balance.
In the eastern kingdom of Khejistan, I heard rumors of Zakarum warriors called Crusaders. While the natives were most reticent, I was able to deduce that this order was founded 200 years ago, just as Rakis took his army of paladins west. But these Crusaders went east on a very different mission. My studies indicate that a high-level cleric of the Zakarum named Akan began to sense the corruption that was eating away at the heart of his faith. He knew this corruption would eventually destroy his beloved church, and that he must take action. After much prayer, Akan hit upon the idea of an order of crusaders. Akan gathered the most devout, driven, and martial Zakarum adherents. He taught them to channel the power of light in the same way that the newly founded paladins were being trained. But these recruits, these crusaders, were given insight into the primal powers of Zakarum in a way no paladin ever was. When the Crusaders had learned all they could, Akan sent them out into the world, seeking a way to cleanse the corruption that coiled at the heart of the Zakarum faith. There was no clear goal for them to pursue, and some clerics claimed it was a fool's errand, that they could never succeed. But these Crusaders would not be deterred. The Crusaders swore an oath to dedicate their lives to the search. None believed that they would be the one to end the crusade by finding and cleansing the corruption. They believed the search ennobled them, that the discipline of their life and journey was the true goal. The Crusader was meant to find meaning in the quest itself.
Maintain your incantation.
I am free! Now, back to my mission.
Who are you?
You will know soon enough. Help me find my gear. I will reward you well. Tell me, what brought you to this infernal place?
I have unfinished business with the Skeleton King.
As do I. The cultists dragged me past this glowing pit. What made it?
That's what I'm here to find out.
Down this way. There are my weapons.
He's free!
I am Cormac, warrior of the Templar Order. If it is the Skeleton King you seek, then you will have to fight your way past John Dar. There is no reason we should hunt alone.
I suppose not. A strong spear at my side could prove helpful.
Black magic bars our way, but the will of a Templar is stronger. You were a Templar, John Dar. How could you succumb to this coven?
The Coven is my brotherhood. Please forgive me. My vision was clouded by the Coven's evil magic.
Betrayal can never be forgiven. Thank you for your aid. I will go with you on your hunt for the Skeleton King. But there is one condition. If we find the sacred tomes of my order, they are mine.
That is agreeable, though I wouldn't mind taking a look at them.
Then onwards we go to fight the Skeleton King.
Each and every Crusader was a warrior of rare strength. They had mastered the power of light, of weapon and shield, and of self. Each was sworn to live as a Crusader and to die as one. 200 years ago, they took their apprentices and set out into the eastern swamplands. They were never heard from again. Until now. Rumors swirl that the Crusaders have returned, and that they mean to go to the west. But who are these tall, blonde warriors? They look nothing like the Crusaders who set out from Travincal 200 years ago. And those who inhabit the ruins of that ancient city suspect trickery. I recently met a returning Crusader, and now I understand. Each Crusader took an apprentice. When a Crusader fell, his apprentice would take up his armor, his place in the Order, and even his very name. When the first generation of Crusaders fell, their own apprentices took up their identities, and so it has continued for 200 years. Of the original 427 Crusaders who disappeared into the East, 341 returned. Do they still seek the redemption of their faith? How will they react to the destruction of the city that birthed their crusade? Will they continue west to the lands of Westmarch? What does their return portend?
The Zakarum high priests in Kurast proclaimed Leoric king of Kondurus many years ago. He ruled well until Diablo's influence drove him mad, and the loyal knight Lac Danan was forced to slay him. Afterward, Diablo himself raised Leoric from the dead as the Skeleton King, until the monarch's son, Aiden, vanquished him.
We have just arrived in Tristram, and I must say, I'm a bit dismayed. This place is a backwater filled with serfs and an ancient broken-down monastery, hardly fit for the King of Kondurus. I cannot fathom why Lazarus was so intent on this becoming our new seat of power. A fetid, pallid malaise has fallen over the manor we now call home. Young Albrecht seems to be enjoying himself in our new home, however. Perhaps I am simply suffering from an imbalance of humors brought on by the recent change of clime. I am convinced that some malevolent being is attempting to wrest control of my thoughts away from me. Voices direct me to horrendous acts, and there are times when I seem unable to control my body. Lazarus knows. This is certain. He looks at me strangely when he thinks me otherwise disposed. Though my counsel begs me to reconsider, I will continue with the executions of those I find guilty of plotting against the kingdom. Perhaps they fear my eye will fall on them and discover their heinous, treasonous plans as well. Lazarus is the only one I can still trust. I have finally rid myself of the dark influence seeking to subdue me, and now I see things as they truly are. This conspiracy among the insolent townsfolk to weaken me by stealing Albrecht away will not stand. Perhaps the heads of their women and children on pikes will bring them clarity.
My name is Lacdanan, and I am cursed. Once the captain of King Leoric's army, I lived only to honor my land and my king. No man has a greater love for his king than I had for mine, even as I drove my blade through his dark and corrupted heart. It was Lazarus. Of that I am certain. He alone had the king's ear, and whispered dark and evil magics into it, instilling the notion of an imminent attack by Westmarch. Afraid to speak against the archbishop, the councillors nodded their empty heads in agreement, and sent us off to die. When we returned from our horrific defeat in Westmarch, my beloved king lost all pretense of sanity. He seethed with rage, spitting curses upon us as traitors. With great sorrow, I ran him through. I will forever live in anguish for my last attempt to honor my king. As we lay him to rest in his burial chamber, he manifested as a hideous skeletal demon. Gorash and my other knights were overcome at once, but I fought on. And now I wander, cursed by my once beloved king. Evil gnaws at my bones, and I cannot risk putting my beloved Tristram in danger should I fail to contain that which tears at me. I must venture down into the labyrinth to die alone.
So that's pretty much all of the lore there is for Leoric until we get to the Halls of Agony. I will say that the lore surrounding Leoric, Lazarus and Lacdanan really is incredibly well put together and voice acted. There's also numerous references to Aiden in this game. So for anyone that doesn't know, Aiden is the character we play in Diablo 1 and becomes the hero of Tristram by killing Diablo. He also has a relationship with the witch Adria, and he was a very impactful character when it comes to the lore and the history of Diablo. Aiden is also the Wanderer from Diablo 2. So if you hear him being referenced, that's basically who he is. So currently we are searching for the Royal Crypt so that we can slay Leoric. Looks like it's somewhere we've already been, but I must have walked past it at some point. Oh yeah, it's down here. Typical.
Keep your distance from him. This burden is mine.
You dare to bring the warmth of life into my tomb?
During the last days of King Leoric's reign, even the skeletons of the ancient dead could not rest. They took up their broken armor and weapons once more, ready to cut down anything that yet drew breath. Though wasted and fragile, these creatures possess a twisted cleverness that makes them quite formidable.
You will never defeat me!
Well, you say that. Don't you know who I am? I'm the Nephilim, bitch. Alright, let's go, big boy. Wake up, me hearties, yo-ho, let's go! Ow, that black hole did not go where I wanted it to go. Not that it matters. This guy's already, like, half dead.
Still waiting.
Ah, changing the subjects, eh? No idea what that is. As far as achievements go. Oh, I got no good items. That sucks.
Finally, the crater.
Not like we can teleport down there, unfortunately.
It was you that fell from the sky? I don't believe that you are the source of the evil in this place.
I am. I remember falling.
Then who are you? Why are you here?
I am not your enemy. I think. Yes, I believe I have come with a warning. The darkness. The darkness is coming. I don't remember.
I should bring you back to town. Cain will know what to do with you.
I have traveled far, only to find that the fallen star was a man. Who is he? Why has he come? He recalls nothing, but Cain may have the answers.
Cain always has the answers.
This is what fell out of the sky.
No man could survive such a thing. Who are you? What are you?
A warrior, I think. I came bearing grave news, but I cannot remember.
Your message might be all that can save us from impending doom. Tell me everything you remember, stranger. Every detail.
Falling. Fire. A sword of great power. It was part of me. But it shattered into 3 pieces as I fell.
It is vital that we find those pieces. I believe the sword made whole will restore your memory.
The goatmen are rampaging through the fields. Could the sword have anything to do with that?
Of course, of course. Just as the dead rose around the stranger, the sword pieces drove the goatmen to madness.
The goatmen won't stand in my way. I'll get the sword.
I can hardly believe it, but the falling star is a man. When Uncle Deckard realized this, he was crushed. I know he was hoping for something more miraculous.
Some foul new disease has taken hold in this land, and the carrion bats are near the heart of it. Since returning to Tristram, I have seen their numbers surge. The evil forces that linger here give them strength, and I fear that the worst is yet to come. I was able to trace some carrion bats back to one of their nests. What I found shocked me. The nest itself is a living organism, a mature bat that has been mutated by the darkest of magics. I no longer doubt that demonic forces have corrupted these creatures.
Dear reader, I am Abdalhazir, adventurer, scholar, and researcher. I share my knowledge of this incredible world and its creatures through my insightful missives, often at grave risk to myself. Why, I was recently in Honduras, where my tents were ransacked by vicious quill fiends. I was able to beat them off with a shoe, but a less bold man would have fared far worse. I encountered the most troublesome bats in the caves outside Westmarch. My companions and I had sheltered there with the intent of organizing my many records, when the miserable creatures appeared and tore several of the scrolls to pieces. Truly, the world shall be a poorer place for this lost wisdom. Scavengers are ugly, pathetic creatures who survive off of carrion and corpses, too diseased to attract any other carnivores. I did once meet a raggedy fellow who claimed that he had trained one of the beasts to bring him large rats to eat. But I'm sure the story is utter nonsense. The Tristram fields are fair lands, fertile and temperate. Superstitious farmers kept away from them for quite a while after the fall of Old Tristram. But time has persuaded them to abandon these ridiculous notions and take up the hoe and plough once more. Now they supply crops to both New Tristram and Wortham.
I'm not quite sure what all the fuss is about. Few farmers turn up dead, and everyone goes running for the hills. I've lived off these lands for 20 years, and I have not seen any bloodthirsty monsters running about. No reason I should leave a perfectly good heart. My loutish companions have no curiosity about the Khazra. They're only interested in the bounty on their heads. But I am convinced the Khazra can be communicated with. It is dangerous, to be sure, but it is a risk I am willing to take.
The local Khazra tribes have become a serious threat. They attack caravans and are moving into areas where they haven't been seen before. We need you to take care of this problem for us. We'll pay 25 gold pieces for every Khazra head you bring back.
Kill her!
We must hurry with the ritual. Magda will be here soon.
This sword piece glows with the stranger's magic.
Who are you to take what is mine?
Yours? I believe you're mistaken.
Regardless, I have claimed it. I am Magda, and I lead this coven. The shard is mine.
To hell with you, witch!
Very well. Let the games begin. Well fought, but you will never possess the next piece. It has fallen where only the ancients may tread.
I am returning to town. We are not the only ones seeking the sword. I had to take the first piece from a witch named Magda and her crazed minions.
Uncle Deckard, they sound like those dark cultists you told me about.
Very good, Leah. You have been paying attention. Stranger, does any of this jar your memory?
I have no memory of this coven, but I sense a far darker shadow guiding its hand.
Magda taunted me, claiming to know where the next piece is. She said it fell where only ancients may tread.
That makes me think of the drowned temple near the festering woods. I remember you telling me about it, Uncle.
Exactly, Leah. The temple was home to the Nephilim. Leah, your knowledge could be invaluable. You must go and help our friend retrieve the sword piece.
The Nephilim were ancient humans with fantastic powers. Legend holds that they waged a terrible battle near the temple, and that their ghosts still war with one another.
That's an interesting item. One I have not come across before.
I can't do that here.
Interesting. We may or may not come back to that. See.
Uncle Deckard believes the key to unlocking the stranger's memory is reassembling his sword. I wish I could say this was another of Uncle's crazy theories, but I can't deny that these ominous events are starting to really scare me.
After much searching, I have found a promising lead. A family near New Tristram has obtained a valuable relic, and poor fools that they are, they haven't the slightest idea what to do with it. I have some idea of what to do with their daughter, though. And through her, I'll get my prize.
Need more time.
You there! Please help! They're going to kill my friend! Thieves are going to kill my friend if we don't do something. Help me break these bonds and see for yourself!
What do they want with your friend?
She's just a farmer's daughter, Sasha, but she has a relic that the thieves are after.
He's deserted you. Just give it over.
I'll never tell you. Release the girl. The relic belongs to her.
You actually believe what this scoundrel tells you? Fine, you fools. We'll kill the both of you.
I'll stop these things.
You won't get away from us this time!
This isn't over. The rest of the Thieves Guild will find you.
Well, you know what they say, don't bring a sword to a mage fight.
Here's the relic, my love. I hid it like you asked. Father's grown suspicious of us, but that won't matter once we're married. It won't be long, right?
Of course, my dear. Soon we will settle down to a quiet life of tilling the fields and raising children. But first, I have to sell this relic. Alas, I must travel away with my friend here to do so.
You're coming with me?
Yes, yes! You look like you know a lot about markets. Now, lead the way! Wait! The relic is a fake! Gods, I should have known! Ah, there you are.
What of your betrothed?
Betrothed? Do I look like the marrying kind to you? By the way, my name is Lyndon.
What the tomes say of Alaric and this temple is not encouraging. It must be Alaric the Guardian. Uncle Deckard told me of your eternal watch over this cursed place. I thought it was a myth.
Are you Nephilim?
No. There have been no Nephilim for a millennium.
Yet another myth. You seek entrance to this temple, but only a Nephilim can enter. If you retrieve the keys from the outlying tombs and use them on the gates, we will see who and what you truly are. Follow me. I will raise the bridge that you may pass. Seek 2 tombs in the woods beyond. The warrior's rest and the crypt.
Still waiting.
Are these Alaric's people?
No, these are malevolent spirits.
Uncle Deckard called these flying creatures death with wings.
We were so sure we could beat whatever traps the ancients had laid for tomb robbers. But the dead bodies of my friends testify to the folly of our arrogance. I will be dead soon as well. Our greed was our downfall.
The world stone has been changed. Our children are born weak and suffer short lives. The demon Nereza promised to restore their power, but instead turned them into misshapen creatures and sent them to war against us. We may die, but not before she is sent back to the burning hells.
Alaric says that our people can survive the coming battle, but I saw the truth in his eyes. Why did he order me to guard the beacon of honor? Those shambling things are slaughtering my people in the forest above, and there's nothing I can do to stop it.
Ghouls are stronger than most risen dead, but they gain their fortitude through horrific means, feasting upon human corpses. These creatures are least dangerous while eating, but do not disturb them, or it shall be your limbs between their teeth. The tragedies in these lands have left many restless spirits in their wake, and they demand retribution. These spirits will take out their vengeance on any unsuspecting individual who may pass, for they believe that the blood of the living will yet restore the lives that were ripped away from them.
Didn't see that.
This is amazing. It reminds me of being a child and searching for lost artifacts with Uncle Deckard.
Alright, we are making some pretty decent progress. We're pretty much just blitzing through most of the enemies, and we're about 60% of our way through Act 1. We've just got the Drowned Temple to do next. And then that will lead us on to the third and final sword piece in Wortham. And then we can mosey on over to the Highlands.
This inn you want to open?
The world is so dangerous. Everybody needs a quiet, safe place to rest and recover. A way station on their journeys.
You must make your own safety.
And I will.
So for anyone who's still a little bit unsure, we are a Nephilim. That's who our character is portraying. A Nephilim is an offspring of an angel and a demon. They are technically stronger than both, and that is why they are so feared by both angels and demons, and why they were basically wiped from existence.
The temple is open. Enter and defeat the guardians within, although they are my friends.
They won't get us.
Still waiting.
None may enter the inner sanctum. Rise, my brothers. Rise and do battle.
Your strength rivals that of our greatest champions. What now do you think you are? You may enter our most sacred place.
The noble hero fought her way here just to die. Magda. And who is this you bring with you? Adria's daughter? She has power within her. No matter. Your mother will soon share your fate, little one. The shard is mine. Fill this temple with their blood!
What did she mean, my mother will share my fate? Could my mother be alive after all these years?
She wants to torment you. Don't listen to her.
This fight was too easy. She's toying with us. We must get back to Uncle Deckard right away.
I need to go back. We were only a step ahead of Magda, but now we have the second sword piece.
I remember a glow streaking towards a fishing village.
That must be Wortham.
Ah, brilliant, dear Leah. Have the ferryman take you there.
Okay, so it's the same staff as what I've already got. Very similar stats. But it doesn't have the lifesteal or attack speed. Alright, so the one I've got is actually technically better. I'll stick with what I got then.
There she goes again. Were I not a happily married...
There she goes. There she goes again.
I need to take the ferry to Wortham.
I will take you, but beware. Smoke rises from the village.
They're destroying the town. Get out while you can. Get to those.
These cultists come willingly to their death. Magda is near.
When we retrieved the stranger's second sword piece, Magda found us. She's always on our heels. Who is she? She claims to know my mother, but how could that be? Regardless, we must beat her to Wortham in the final piece of the sword.
This is bad.
My servants will burn this town to ashes!
There's something coming. Creature must die.
You saved us. We owe you our lives.
I seek a sword hilt that fell from the sky. It glows with a powerful magic. Do you know of it?
We found it days ago. I wish we'd never brought it here. Come, I left Virgil to guard it. We will be glad to be rid of it.
I'm going back to Tristram to check on Uncle Deckard.
Damn, it's not here.
While you were on your hero's errand here, I captured all 3 sword pieces and your friends.
I should have known. I must get back to Kane's house. Need more time.
It's your choice, Kane. Either use your Herodric arts to repair the sword, or your dear Leah dies a horrible death.
Oh, this pain, this destruction. What is the sword to you?
To me, nothing. To my master, Belial, everything. Your rage is overwhelming, girl. You win this round, but if the sword cannot be mine, I'll claim the one it's bound to. In the end, the blade shall be mine.
Uncle, you can't die.
Nothing can stop that now. But there is one last thing I must do. The sword must be made whole. Just as I suspected, the sword is of the high heavens. The stranger is an angel. Heed the journal. The truth lies within.
Uncle Deckard! If only I could control this power, I could have saved him.
Do not blame yourself. Magda is the one who must pay for Kane's death.
Magda and her master Belial. The journal speaks of an angel falling from the heavens as the shadow rises from the abyss. The stranger is the key to all of this.
I don't know if he's an angel or a man, but the sword will restore his memory.
When my power erupted, I saw into Magda's mind for an instant. She's fled to the highlands. You can reach them through the caves above Wortham. You have to know, she'll be waiting for you.
She can set all the traps she wants. It won't save her from me.
Damn straight. You tell him, girl.
I need to go back.
Uncle Deckard is gone forever. I remember the wonderful times we had together. Always off on another crazy quest. What will I do without him? He believed the stranger was an angel, but he is only a man. I always knew they were just stories. Uncle Deckard died for those stories.
There is a new piece to the game. A girl named Leah. My spies tell me she is the child of the witch Adria, who is hiding in the deserts of Chaldeum. Bring this news to the master at once.
Your grave awaits!
So next up we've got the Spider Queen to deal with, and then we've got the highlands to navigate, dispose of some cultists, and then rescue the stranger. What could possibly go wrong?
My queen sings to me. Her music echoes from beyond.
One of the men retrieved a strange artifact in his nets. It looked like a hilt of an ancient blade, but I know it must be more. The fisherman argued with me, but I convinced him to leave it in the safety of the chapel, a holy place or a holy relic.
Mistress, it is my pleasure to report that I have broken the prisoners from Wortham. Words have flowed from their mouths like blood from a wound. Our summoners can retrieve the weapon at your command, and the enemy shall be none the wiser.
The ubiquitous spider is one of the oldest and most adaptable creatures in the world. It also seems to have acquired an unfortunate susceptibility to magic. When exposed, the arachnids will increase dramatically in size and even cast spells. Due to this hazard, I recommend staying out of dark places whenever possible.
Not ready yet. I am so good. I astound myself.
Hells yeah, Jimmy. These spiders ain't got nothing on me. Like lambs to the slaughter. It's actually wild just how much damage these fanatics are doing. I keep seeing the occasional 8.1 million damage pop up. That is all the fanatics. I mean, I'm hitting hard. Like a truck, in fact. Like, I am literally doing like a 160k to 400k per tick. But 80 million?
I am unstoppable.
That is actually insane. I genuinely couldn't even tell you how it would math to do so much damage. Yeah, from a ring of all things. Makes me wonder if the numbers are not actually quite right. So I feel 80 million would just one-shot everything. Although these things do have a couple of million health. So maybe not.
My mistress has accepted me. Come close and feel her loving embrace.
I don't think I want to meet your mistress.
Please, help me. It's horrible. She sucks the innards from her victims. Oh, no. No. It's too late. I hear her. The Spider Queen is coming.
Spider Queen?
Well, she's surviving pretty well, considering how much DPS we're putting out. Although not to the point where we're in any danger, I don't believe. I think we might need to jump to Torment 2 for Act 2. Damn, get wrecked.
Still waiting.
Thank you. Thank you. Can we please leave this horrible place? It was terrible being stuck in there like that. Thank the gods you came along. What are you doing out here?
I seek a man taken by the Coven.
The Coven? I saw them dragging someone into Leoric's manor house. Perhaps it was the man you seek. You might have a small bit of trouble reaching there, though. I'm not proud of this, but I stole the staff of a powerful Khazra shaman. The Khazra went mad and chased me to the caves. You can find the staff in my cart in the Highlands. If you take it to the Khazra barricade, perhaps they will let you pass.
Oh, you silly sausage.
Though New Tristram and the fields surrounding it have been resettled over the years, the Highlands remain empty save for the crumbling ruins of Leoric's old outposts. The king built more than one watchtower in his paranoia, but now they cannot even ward away goatmen and wild beasts. A tragedy, really.
You dare attack me?
Indeed. So we are pretty much in the last area.
I need arcane power.
Just got a couple of dungeons, pretty much.
Not ready yet.
As well as the Highlands itself. So we're pretty much just going to be following the main roads for the most part. And what we are looking for is the cart that Karina mentioned, which looks like we are pretty much right next to, which is super convenient. Generally speaking, in this game, following the road will generally take you to your objective.
Need more time.
I was just packing up and readying to leave this hellish place. Too many Khazra about. But before I move on, look at my goods and let me know if there's anything you'd like.
No, it's all weak as balls. Might sell some stuff though. Although ironically, not that I need the money. Damn, some of these items are pretty good, but compared to what I've got, most of it's kind of just Still, some of this might be useful for some of my other characters. I don't want to waste too much time looking at stuff though, whilst we've got an act to complete. Might have a proper look at them in my downtime between sessions. You're certainly welcome to try.
Still waiting.
Disintegrate really is a mad spell. Especially with this much lifesteal as well. Such a dirty combo.
Not ready yet.
Well, especially when paired with Black Hole. Do you know what? Those traps have done more damage than the enemies we're fighting.
Didn't see that coming, did you?
So I think what we'll do is we'll run Torment 1 for Act 1, and then we'll move up 1 Torment difficulty per act and see how we get on. So basically by Act 5 we'll be at Torment 5 in theory. Assuming they don't just scale upwards too horrifically. Which may very well happen. Thing is, that gets to a point where it just takes... They got so much health that you, like, spend a minute just trying to kill one enemy.
To me, you beasts!
Which is not really fun. Not for me as the player or for you as the viewer. And you kind of need to have the items that can deal with that kind of DPS first, if you see what I mean.
Dark Khazra magic? What base ritual is this? We won't be using this portal again.
Nice, found where we're meant to go already. That is wunderbar.
Need more time.
Oh, a treasure goblin. Hello, Poppet.
Still waiting.
That was very good. From a drops perspective.
How does that feel? Need more time.
Cheeky little achievement.
She's unstoppable! No mortal could slaughter her!
She is here.
I believe it is time to kill more cultists.
Delay her while I prepare her demise in the depths below.
You could delay me for all of 2 seconds, love.
They did horrible things to us.
They have paid for what they did to you. But there was another prisoner, a man in rags.
Yes, the man with the golden eyes. I saw Magda take him into Leoric's old torture chambers below us.
I will kill Magda for what she's done.
Alright, so this is the final dungeon of Act 1. Quite a big dungeon though. There's a lot of enemies.
Bring her to me that I may rend...
You what? Sorry mate, you were saying? Wipe yourself off, you did.
All the abominable stalling. In case it was not clear, I need the sacrifices now. I've heard enough of your idle complaints that the villagers have fled from the highlands, leaving no one left to sacrifice. You'd best come up with something, or it's your hide we'll be flaying.
I am unstoppable.
Oh man. 807,000. I'm doing close to 1 million damage per hit. Or per tick, I should say. Or I can do with crit anyway. I swear teleport can be quite finicky sometimes, especially when it comes to elevations. I'm actually surprised I missed a note previously, to be honest, but there we go. Get wrecked. Although, quite a waste if you ask me. Those fanatics on Risen Dead.
Not ready yet.
Kind of wish there was a button you could press which forced them to attack a certain target. Get some more value out of them. Spoken like a true min-maxer. Rackety-doo. Right, I'm going to assume where we want to go is
Need more time.
this way and to the right. Or not. Right, it might be up here though. With a bit of luck. Oof. No shit's given. Damn near teleported into one, but there we go. That's a lot of big boys, and they've got thorns. I don't actually think thorns works with magic. I could be wrong on that. Oh, he was tough. He had a lot of health. Kind of looking forward to fighting the Butcher, not gonna lie. Curious to see if he puts up any kind of threat.
I'm just warming up.
Getting quite lucky with the pathing, that's for sure. Pretty much straight to where we want to go. Twice in a row. Happy days.
Help me! I'm trapped! In here! In the Iron Maiden!
Oh, he's got almost 60 million health. Jeez. Not that it did him any good, but...
God bless you! I was certain I was gonna die in there. I heard rumors of vast treasure to be found down here. A damn fool that I am, I believed them. Don't know why I thought it might be inside an Iron Maiden. All I could think of while I was trapped in that horrible darkness was that no one would ever know what had happened to me.
Not ready yet.
So got our final lore dump in this next area for you guys.
Still waiting.
I am Asilla, once queen to our beloved Leoric. My servants and I were consumed by his madness. Now I give you my blessing, champion, to release my people from their eternal torment. Starved of the sun, I no longer know what day it is. I can hear the warden, my husband, and that dog Lazarus discussing my fate. My life will be over soon, yet I fear more for my poor Albrecht's future in the wake of his father's madness. If only Aiden were here.
The time of my lord's true awakening is at hand. That fool Leoric was only able to resist him because he did not yet possess his full power. With the queen dispatched as a traitor, I may now devote myself fully to preparing the boy for the presence of my master.
13th day of Lunarsad, 1263 Anno Kyrgyzstani. The jailers burned runes into my flesh. They say all the torture and dark magic will turn us into demonic slaves for King Leoric. Foolish lies. 17th day of Lunarsad. Oh, pain is terrible. I can't think. I'm so hungry.
Didn't see that coming, did you?
20th day of Lunarsad.
I don't have enough
Master, feed me!
I am unstoppable.
It was hard to believe I haven't actually come across any prisoners yet.
How does that feel?
Okay, well, we found the path out of this place. Just need to find the prisoners now and we can close out Act 1.
I am so good. I astound myself.
Do you know what's funny? They're probably all in one location. Well, spread out over maybe 2 or 3. Teleporting really is kind of finicky in these particular locations.
Freedom, after so long. Freedom! Friends,
Okay, so I presume the other 3 will be also quite close to each other, but in a separate locale.
Still waiting.
Freedom, after so long. Freedom! Friends,
Praise Akarat indeed.
The gods have seen fit to release.
Thank you, champion. My servants are now free, but the curse over this place remains. Seek the warden at the dungeon center and end his evil forever.
It'd be a damn pleasure.
Am I alone here? Must I do this myself? So be it. Face me, and repent your crimes.
Need more arcane power.
Bro just got slapped.
My lord, the prisoner is ready, as you requested.
Thank you, Lazarus. Your loyalty is invaluable in the midst of all these traitors. And you, my dear, my own wife and queen, conspiring against our kingdom.
My love, I swear, I have never betrayed you.
Lies. Until the very end.
Savage. That's one thing about the Diablo series, it certainly doesn't pull punches.
Not ready yet.
Demons have been known to devour their own young when no other nourishment is available. Their offspring, the imps, sometimes manage to flee and band together with other demon spawn. They rove in vicious packs, ready to descend upon the unwary traveler and rip his body to shreds with their tiny needle-sharp teeth.
Still waiting. Didn't see that coming, did you?
You think to take my treasure? You shall not leave this room.
I won't be dying today.
Just chilling in the Iron Maiden, is it? Wow. Get wrecked, Garrick. Get absolutely wrecked. All your treasure belong to me.
Warming up.
Why is he just kind of picking a direction and going? Not gonna lie, I'm kind of thinking this butcher's gonna die like a bitch. I mean, to be fair, if I was doing this as a normal level 1 run, it'd be the very similar result anyway, but...
be back in Tristram crying over the old man's corpse. She'll soon have another one to cry over. Yours. Meet the butcher.
Fresh meat.
Alright, let's dance, big guy. Let's see what you got. Wow.
Need more time.
Those fanatics absolutely ruined him.
Not ready.
Fire bad. Fire indeed bad. As is the butcher. Get wrecked, fam. Didn't get anything good though. Not that I'm surprised.
The truth about the butcher demon was more startling than I ever anticipated. Evidently, there are many of them within the burning hells, though they used to be solely under Diablo's command. The butchers are stitched together from the parts of other demons to combine their strengths, then given life through wicked magic.
I am dying.
Take your sword, Angel.
My sword. I remember now. I was an archangel of the high heavens. I was the embodiment of justice. I am Tyrael. You have restored my mind, friend. And now I remember the warning I came to deliver. Belial and Asmodan, the last lords of hell, are unleashing a tide of darkness that will drown this world. Already, Belial's shadow has fallen upon Caldeum.
Belial? I look forward to killing a Lord of Hell. Should be an interesting battle.
We must move quickly. Let us return to Tristram and make ready. Time grows short, my friends. Even now, Belial's influence is spreading through Caldeum.
And how will we find him?
We won't have to. Magda and her coven will lead us straight to him.
I'm not going anywhere until Uncle Deckard's been laid to rest.
Yes, Cain deserves to be honored before we hunt down his killers.
I have called for a caravan to guide us to the east. Speak to the caravan master when you are ready to go. We will see to Cain as we depart.
My friend, shall we depart to Caldeum?
Hells yeah. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in Act 2.